Hi, welcome to Country Carnivore. Welcome back to the channel, hopefully. Or if you're here for the first time, thanks for joining us. Um, for my mom, if you guys could like and subscribe, that would make my mom really happy. I'm uncomfortable asking. She felt that you should know and get the reminder. Anyway, so today what we're doing is just a quick cream sauce, and you can use it on anything. Right now we're making it to go on chicken cordon bleu. And but again, you could actually put it on steak. It's a very simple sauce. It's delicious. It's just like any sort of white, I guess, white gravy. The only difference is there's no flour. Because there's no flour, you're going to end up needing to cook it a lot longer for it to start to thicken, right? Because a lot has to evaporate. So there's no thickening agent. So what we're going to do is we're just going to use a cup of heavy cream and then a quarter cup of bone broth. All right. So a couple words on bone broth. First of all, you should always be saving your bones, right? So anytime you eat, steak on the bone, chicken wings, just throw them all in a Ziploc in the freezer until you get enough bones that you can make bone broth, right? Once the bag's full. I made chicken cordon bleu and I cut the bones out of the thigh. Those are in that freezer bag, ready to turn into bone broth. When you do bone broth, what you do is I put it in a crock pot and I just cover the bones, with water just to cover. And then I leave it for 24 hours in the crock pot on low. Once that's done, I take a strainer and I line it with cheesecloth and I just dump all the bones in there and let that drain out. Now, rookie mistake, and I do it over and over again. When you're putting it into your jars to save it, I have two kinds of jars here: regular mouth and wide mouth. You want wide mouth because this beautiful, I guess it's tallow on top, you want to use that for cooking. And it's really annoying to try to dig it out of this tiny little opening. So this just makes it easier to get in there. And also it's very gelatinous. So again, makes it easier for you to kind of like get in there and scoop things out. So preferred method of storage, wide mouth jars. That's it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go stand over the stove and stir this forever until it starts to thicken. It is totally worth it. And I got a lot of free time anyway. So when it's done, we'll come back. I'll show you what it looks like. And it's easy. It's just a little time consuming. It's also really nice with fresh pepper if you can handle pepper, if that's something that you have in your carnivore diet. You could do that. You could also salt it. This bone broth is a bit salty, so I'm not going to add any salt. But again, it's all to choice, right? Or just season to taste. So I hope you enjoy this one. It's simple and it is really good. Okay, so I'm making the white gravy sauce and steaming my camera simultaneously. Anyway, so as you can see, if I drag my spoon across the bottom, I can't see the bottom of the pan. So what will happen, and I'll show you when it happens, when this thickens up, I'll drag it across and you'll see the darkness of the pan underneath. And that's how we're gonna know it's done. So I'm doing this on medium heat right now, and I'm about 5-7 minutes in. So it needs to go a little bit longer. I just want you to get an idea of what you're looking for. Okay guys, so this is what you're looking for. See how I drag this across and I can see the pan, like it separates? Yep, also enjoy that steam. You're getting a facial. All right, so that is what we're looking for, right? So you can go a little bit longer if you want. You don't want to burn it, obviously, but that is the consistency. So we'll know that it's sort of thickening. And once I turn this off, I'm gonna let it sit for a minute. The bone broth, as it cools, will actually become more gelatinous, right? So that'll help firm it up too. All right. Also, all in, this was, I'm gonna say 10 minutes. Real close to 10 minutes. Okay, the sauce is all finished. I actually went 2 more minutes, so 12 minutes in total because I wanted it really, really thick. So it's really thick. And I'm just gonna pour it on here. It tastes delicious. It actually ends up with a really buttery taste, which is funny because there's no butter in it. I guess it's from the cream. So now we have this beautiful sauce for our chicken cordon bleu, or whatever you want to use it on. It's also easy enough to reheat. So if you make up a whole bunch of it, just pull it out of the refrigerator and reheat it for whatever you want. I actually think this would be really good on eggs, bacon and eggs. But that's it. Well, I'm going to go get my husband and we're going to get some food that looks and smells delicious. Thanks for coming to the channel. I appreciate you. Take care. Bye.